The best thing you can do for yourself is admit that you're nothing. To admit that you're really not that great, that you are not fine as you currently are. See, nowadays, I think we have the wrong view of self-love. We want to love ourselves as we are today, to ignore the clear deficiencies in our character and say, that's just the way I am. I have to love myself. But that isn't self-love. That's self-sabotage. What about accepting a lesser version of yourself is loving? How does that benefit you in any way?
Damn.
See, it doesn't serve you to use endless affirmations, oh, I love myself, to hide your true feelings about where you are in your life. Because the truth is, you will end up being stuck with the exact thing that you don't like, when you can actually just change it. The best thing you can do for yourself is be completely honest. For 21 years, I haven't been completely honest with myself. I'd only admit half the truth. I would inflate the things that I wanted to be better in order to feel good about a situation. But all that resulted in was very little progress.
None at all, to be honest.
The only times I've made substantial progress in my life were periods when I was completely honest with myself. See, in the gym, I made the most progress at the start of my journey because I couldn't hide from the fact that I was just a lanky, black teenager.
Okay, but why black?
But as I've made progress, I've convinced myself that, I have an amazing body.
Get a load of this guy.
So I haven't been working as hard as I could have. The honest truth is, I don't. It's far from where I wanted to be, and lying to myself has only set me back 1 year. I'm sure all of you know Michael Jackson, the greatest musician of all time. If there's anyone who deserves the title GOAT, it's him.
Oh, this brother.
If there's anyone who excelled at improving something, it was this man. And let's hear what he had to say about being honest with
It's
yourself.
my philosophy too. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
Is it
so
hard to
easy.
do?
Yeah, well, people don't look at themselves honestly. They don't look at themselves and point the finger at them. It's always the other guy's fault or somebody else. You should change yourself. Look at yourself. Make better of yourself, you know?
It's clear that honesty is the foundation of any progress. You can't build anything worthwhile without a foundation. Imagine trying to build a house without a foundation. How long would it take for all your efforts, all those bricks, all those walls to come crashing down? How much wind would it take? How much rain would it take for all of that to happen? See, if you want to be great, you need to be honest. How can you improve something that you don't think needs to be improved? If you're already at the best body, why would you improve it? If you honestly had all the money you needed, why would you longingly look at wealthy people wishing that you didn't have to make mental calculations each time you bought something, even if it was a $5 ice cream? I think the main issue is that we don't admit that we don't like our lives. We act as if they're okay. But that only guarantees that we will carry on living a life that we don't like. See, we use so much energy justifying the things that we don't like, justifying why it's okay to live with them, instead of using that same energy to create the life that we truly want. Recently, I sat down and I was brutally honest with myself. The conclusions I came to: I'm not as great as I think I am. In fact, it's quite the opposite end of the spectrum. I have, at best, an above average body. And most importantly, if I carry on living as I have been, I will end up committing suicide. Not because I'm suicidal, but it will result in a life that I will not be able to bear. A life with everything I hate and nothing I love. I even opened up my notes and wrote an essay on everything I dislike about my life. Literally everything. I think it was 2,000 words. Even down to the minute details.
Okay, but why would you focus on what you don't like?
It's not focusing on the negatives. It's acknowledging that they're there and you don't want them to be like that. And the amazing thing about being completely honest with yourself is you also realize that you can actually change these things. Other people did it, so the likelihood is that you can do it too. It won't be easy, but ever since the day I broke down the walls of my lies, I've genuinely had so much energy to work because I'm now not lying to myself. I'm not pretending as if I love the car I drive. I'm not pretending as if I'm happy with the current life I'm living. I'm not pretending as if this is where I want to be. And because of that, I know I'm going to make progress.
Eat yo.
If you're never honest with yourself, you will never improve. Because as I said, how can you improve something that you don't think needs to be improved?